And the two things that you don't really know until it happens is you really don't know this person. You move in with them.
Facts, 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 facts. I'm sorry. I brought that to the core.
Facts.
Facts.
And you
I can
don't
preach
know
to that.
them till you have a child. Because at the end of the day, you could be a great mate, but you could be a horrible parent. Or it could be vice versa. You could be a great parent, but a horrible mate. And I think we need to stop looking at the relationship that you have like, oh, this person's gonna be a great parent. You don't know that.
You don't know that.
It's different dynamics. And you don't know that if you ain't never been together. I don't to all the people that have a relationship right now that is all going good, if y'all don't stay together, y'all kind of in the honeymoon stage. Stay together. When you finally stay together, you seeing that person at their most purest form. Bad day, good day. That's gonna know if you could do it. If you could really be together. Where you seeing this person, y'all having a problem. Y'all can't just go to separate households. Y'all in there.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like it kind of everything coincides.
Welcome back to the Nel Mauri Show. I'm your host, Nel Mauri. Today we got a very special guest. Introduce yourself, man.
My name is Dallas Thomas. I appreciate the opportunity, like I said, bro.
Yeah, Dallas hit me up, man. He want to talk about some fatherhood. He want to talk about communication with relationships. And we're going to get that other topic. Y'all going to get to it. We're going to get to that other one. Yeah, man. So, yeah, Dallas, man, you a father.
Yeah. I think it was probably one of the greatest accomplishments that I didn't accomplish, becoming a father. I also want to start out with by saying shout out and give appreciation to the mother of my son.
That's some real stuff right there.
Because at the end of the day, you know, they do more.
Hold on, let me get a clap in. Hold on. Shout out you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, women go through a lot more mentally and physically than what we do. So I feel like it's due to appreciate somebody that even want to take a sit down or give you the gift of being a father, you know?
Yeah, I feel that. You got a son or a daughter?
I got a son.
How old?
3 years old.
So you had him when you was, what, 26, 25, 26?
Yeah, man. That was always my goal. 25. I've been saying you can ask my mother.
Man, I had my first son at 22, man. That was, I was terrified.
Yeah, yeah. I'll say I was a little bit more anxious because it's like you just so excited, but you don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
So you don't want to go into it like having expectations because then it might not be what the expectation is.
Man.
So.
Yeah, man. So how was it when she first told you, man? I always ask people that when they first have a kid. They first kid, at least.
So she was showing signs that I didn't know about, but when she told me, man, I almost jumped out the chair. Like,
Yeah.
I was super excited because it's like it's good when it's really genuine how it's supposed to be. You should be excited. You know, it shouldn't be just like you mad or we nervous. I mean, it comes with the territory, but man, I was excited. Like I said, been saying since 25 that I wanted to be a father, so it just was like all full circle at this point.
You spoke into existence.
Yeah, you know, I had to do what I had to do. Step in the club, you know.
That's funny. Let me see. What's something about fatherhood nobody told you about?
I'll say adapting. I'll give myself like a B minus. What I had did in the progression to the pregnancy being over. I could have did a lot better, but like I said, I didn't know at the time really what to expect. I feel like I did everything that was due to me to help her to be a helpmate at the end of the day. I very much valued the not missing no appointments.
Oh, yeah, facts.
Yeah, like I took that serious. I ain't want her to have to ask anybody, even though my people would help out. I wanted it to be 100% me. So sometimes I'll miss work. Sometimes I'll, call off because I wanted to make sure that she knew that I was 100% there for her. Because I feel like when a woman is genuinely feeling like she's cared and loved about during the pregnancy, it goes by smoother.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, man, I feel like it's just adapting at the end of the day. But that also comes with communication. You know, she already had a child, which I consider one of my kids. And I was really leaning on her to show me, what I should do. I feel like, nowadays, no disrespect to women, but I feel like they want us to get cues instead of, telling us, especially if it's a first-time person, give me the recipe. Don't assume that I'm supposed to just use the scent of what I smell is cooking and just, you feel me? So
I feel that. I fuck with that analogy.
Yeah, man. That's really the main key. I think not be nervous about it at all, because it's just, it's another part of life. At the end of the day, man.
And then you said you gave yourself a B-. You talking about like the whole process of going through it, like
Yeah.
Elaborate on that.
I feel like I could have did some things better I'm gonna start from getting to the birth to 1 years old.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's really the span that you're looking at from 1 year. Because by the time your child get to 1 years old, you have a routine. You know what to expect. You kind of been in the battlefield a little bit. I felt like I could have been just a little bit more considerate and not insensitive, because I don't know what she was going on in her mind,
Yeah.
It was certain situations that she'll be like, could you just hold the baby, or, look after the child for just 1 second. And in my mind, being insensitive, of course, I'm like, you could just handle what you could handle, then we could go to bed early.
Yeah.
We could be squashed away, it's done. But sometimes, like she told me, maybe 1 second to me could be 12 minutes to her, could be an hour to her. It could be just a breather. And sometimes I feel like in situations, we put ourselves in other people's shoes, giving them a response of how we would handle their situation. Everybody handles it different at the end of the day. So I feel like I could have been more just sensitive, more in tune with the emotions. I ain't really an emotional person, but I got to be more considerate.
You seem nonchalant, dog. You seem real laid
man.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, I know. It's a good and bad quality. You know what I'm saying? Like you a lot of things don't affect you, but also sometimes you could be very insensitive and very like shallow to other people, where they just like they can't read you. Especially women. Women are more in tune with emotions, and they feed off of emotions. So it's just a learning process at the end of the day, man.
Yeah. I also feel like you a first-time father.
Right.
And your child, they knew her. And I feel like both of y'all are trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
So I get you saying I could have done this, done that better, but this is the first time you ever been through it.
Yeah.
It's like walking, man. You see, the first time you got up as a baby trying to walk, you ain't running
at all.
You fell a couple times.
Yeah,
so
and then you picked yourself back
I would
up.
just say, listen to you learning from your mistakes. And I would say if you have another child, you know how to move accordingly that time.
Yeah, that's real.
It's easy the second time. Not easy, but it's easier. Like, you know what you're doing now.
Yeah.
So y'all can rock with that, man. So I don't know if you grew up with your father or not. We ain't got to dig into all that. But do you think you a better father if you had your father in your life, or people that don't have their father in their life?
So my father was actually killed before I was born.
Oh, dang. So yeah.
Yeah, R.I.P. to my dad, man.
R.I.P.
Shout out to him. I really can't tell you, to be honest, because my mother, and I want to say, real shout out to my mother. Let me lean in, because she is like the support, the rock that got me to the type of man I am today.
Amen.
She made it look easy, especially raising a man through a woman's point of view, which that's a challenge in itself.
Yeah.
And she never gave up, and I commend her absolutely. Even though she get on my nerves a little bit, but you know how it is. I love her, man.
Smacking you.
Yeah.
See this?
So I feel like it can be beneficial to have your father around, or a male figure. I'm gonna start there.
We could do that with father figure, male figure, just somebody.
My Uncle Michael, shout out to him. I learned a lot how to be a man, how to handle my household, how to just be the leader of your family from him in a male's perspective. My mother more so was showing me how to be a great man through her eyes, and how to be a helpmate, how to show up. She says all the time we was like roommates, because that's how we kind of function. Like, we'll communicate, we'll get through stuff, but she really prepared me to what to do for a woman. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. And I think it can be beneficial, but I don't think it's needed.
I feel
You know what I'm saying? I mean, how you feel about it necessarily?
I had my dad in my life, so I feel like I don't know what it's like not to have him. So I couldn't tell you, but I dealt with women who didn't have their dads, and I see how they are, and I've dealt with women that had their dads, and it's different.
Yeah.
And then I got friends who got their dad, friends who don't have their dad, and it's like night and day. But sometimes you meet one of your friends who don't have their father, they're a great man. The other ones you can kind of see they might be a little bit more emotional, have a little bit more feminine energy, things like that. But then that's just how I feel about it. But I can't really necessarily say you could be a better father if you had somebody in your life or not. It just, you teaching, like, if you have a son, you teaching him how to be a man. through what you learned from your father figure.
Yeah.
So that's important to me when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that definitely is essential. Same thing with women. I think mothers with daughters, yeah, that's essential. Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we can't fully raise a woman to be a woman. We're not a woman.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, I
know
feel
what I
that.
mean?
I agree with that.
So it's same vice versa with women.
It's like you
Trying to
can't-
raise a man,
can't
I
teach
mean a
man how
boy
be
to be
man. Yeah,
man.
you can't
Like,
teach a man to be a man. Well, you can't be a woman to teach a boy. You know what I'm
right.
trying to
Like
say.
eventually you're gonna need some type of male figure. It could be somebody you know, family friend, or it could be if you go to the gym, somebody that worked there to give you them keys to this is how you're supposed to conduct yourself as a man. So I agree, it's essential. It definitely is.
You think you like the cool parent or the strict one? I know your son only 3, but you still, if you get into something, you hey. So which one you think you are?
So I would say I'm more so the cool parent because it's so ironic. So mother of my son more so hated mama's boy, which I am a mama's boy respectfully.
Yeah.
Not like where it's like she telling me what to do.
We're gonna get into that.
You know,
We're gonna talk about that.
yeah. So I feel like he just runs to her. It's kind of just amazing how it works itself out. Like they hate mama's boys, but then when they have a son, they become a mama's boy. So it's funny, you know. So I'll say I'm more so the.
I want to dig into that so bad. I think every man got this trauma. Oh, I just fuck it. So it be situations where you probably get into it with your girl, and she throw the mama's boy thing at you.
Yeah.
And your mama always got to tell you what to do. Your mama always over you. Your mama do this. Your mama run you. And then they have a son, like you just said. They have a son. And I always say, look, you talking to me like this about me and my mom. You have a son. That's
Right.
y'all are us. So, and the next girl he dealing with gonna say the same thing to him,
Same
and you
thing.
gonna be like, what? Who she think she is? I feel like most men who have sons with a woman that did that or consider mama's boys or whatever, they've been through that.
Right.
And I want to get back to the mama's boy thing. What do you think a mama's boy is? Because you say you are one, but what do you think it is, and what do you think people perceive it as?
I think what people perceive it as like you just said, your mother dictating everything. You ask your mother everything. Hey, what should I do? Instead of being a free thinker. And sometimes that's not perception. What you assuming it is, it's not really reality. What I'll say, based on me, at the end of the day, you know, I've been in a mental house since 10 years old. My mother, I learned how to protect her early. Like, I make sure everything is good. Even when I ain't have the financial means to take care of everything. But she leaned on me to be the man of the house. So, do I still call my mother for advice? Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
Because guess what? She's been down the road. I would look like a fool to say, let me just go ahead and make this mistake instead of asking somebody what's to expect down the road. Now, is it saying I'm going to 100% take what she say and do what she say? No. I'm going to take bits and pieces. Or I might just ask her, throw something out there and see what she would do. Pick her brain a little bit. And that's what really should be perceived as. We really just going about life. She been down this road. She telling me what to expect. I'm utilizing them tools. It's like a book. It's literally right there. And I feel like the main thing where a lot of people, just in general, where we just be naive sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, growing up is always when, when our parents tell us to do something, we they wanted to be their way. Then when we get in some shit, they get us out of it. If we would have just listened, we wouldn't have been in there. So it's just, I feel like, because this is the thing, and shout out to all the women. I don't want to be disrespectful, but y'all hate mama's boys, but y'all be daddy girls and y'all shout it out as loud as possible.
Yeah.
And when it comes to pumping gas, when it comes to any car trouble, who y'all call first is dead. I'm just saying.
Hey, don't worry, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when we do it.
You know, I mean, I don't feel like it should be gender restrictions. I think the perception is based on what they see on TV.
Yeah.
I don't think it's reality. It's what we saying. I don't want that. I don't want this. But as you know, how we treat our mother is how we're going to treat you. So how we treat our mother is how we're going to treat you.
Yes.
So if you see me not having a good communication skills or having a good repertoire with my mother, it's going to be the same for you.
That's facts. And you on the money with that. So what's harder for you? Well, not for you, but what's harder, you think? Providing financially or or being emotionally present for your child?
I'm gonna say for me, I don't think finances is necessarily a problem, but I had the tools to know how to get out of hole, to be a hustler, and I got that from my mother. So that's why I don't really feel like the finances. Now, can finances be a obstacle? Absolutely. But I feel like, especially being a father, we already taught to not really be emotional and be in tune with our emotions. I feel like it's more so being emotional because, you taught to lead the way. You taught to not, show emotion, just to keep pushing. And I feel like it's all right to sometimes be sad, all right to sometimes cry, all right to go through all the emotions just because it's happening in real life. Life could be challenging. I would say that at least. I have had experiences where I probably should have cried 1,000 times over, but I got to keep holding down the fort because if the women in the family see me breaking down, there's no hope. I'm the hope at the end of the day.
You think just like me, bro.
So it's like you got to just lead the way. Now, I might go in the corner and
Yeah, you gotta.
but then you ain't gonna see it. It's gonna be in private though.
Yeah.
But it's like
That's me,
I
man.
feel like I want my son to have them emotions, to cry. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not looking at him being soft. That's his emotion. I don't want him to hold that back and then just be real fucked up when he get older. It's all right to cry, to be sad. He do that a lot.
Yeah, he 3 though, so
He get that from his mother. I want to say that too.
You crack as your mama. Your son never he ever hurt himself, but he was cool when he was with you. As soon as his mama come, he run to her and start crying.
Yeah.
I hate that. I'm like, dang, bro, you was good.
Tattletale.
But I ain't mad at it because that's where he should let his emotions out.
Right. And it's helping him. At the end of the day, that's what women are here to be, the nurturing, to take care of everything, to make sure, be that cushioning just in case something happen. Not saying I'll have a problem with my son. He runs to me all the time when he cry, but I'm not mad at if he go to his mother first.
Yeah.
Because that's what she's here for.
She the one who pushed him out, so go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? You had so much of a problem with mama's boy, now you got one, so we just got to continue with it.
Yeah,
man. This is what that's all it really in tunes. It might be different, if you got a daughter, because you want them to have that emotion. I don't really necessarily want a daughter to be just, It's okay because it's due for them to have emotion. I think that's fine. It's their DNA.
Yeah.
But the man's perspective, I think, as men, it's okay to say we not okay. Because I think a lot of us suffering like silence in our mind. You pay that mental warfare, and that could be like kind of dangerous sometimes when you ain't got an outlet. So I think we need to really it's okay. Like anybody that's out there that's a man, if you got some, bro, it's okay to talk about it. You're not going to look soft. I talk about it with mother of my son, my mom. Just frustrated. Sometimes you just be frustrated. Life be life, and man.
I feel that.
Yeah.
And then what you said just now about communicating that, like you going through it. So I was just talking to another person on my podcast. His name is Rashad Young. I just dropped the episode, and the question I asked him was like, pretty much, do men feel comfortable going to their woman, but then once they go to him, sometimes that woman will be like, oh yeah, you fell short here. You told me you going through this, and they throw it back in your face. So that's where I feel like men bottle it back up and hold it. So how do you feel about that? Like if let's say you say you came to your mother, your kids, and you like, yeah, I'm just going through it right now, and then I get into it, and she
bring it back up.
Bring it back up. I ain't gonna say what's your next move, but how would you try to communicate to her like, y'all, you can't be doing that because it'll keep me from
being able to open up.
Yeah.
To you.
Ask you like 10 questions. My bad.
Nah, you good, man. Them good questions. At the end of the day, I would just tell her, like, to kind of just be stern a little bit about it. Not trying to be like aggressive or tone, just be aggressive, just to let her know, like, hey, listen, I told you that in confidence. You know what I'm saying? That was a vulnerable moment for me. For you to bring it back up, that's gonna make me be a little bit hesitant.
Yeah.
Or as a lot of women have problems with, they expect when we get in a relationship that we should come to them first instead of our mother or whoever else we was talking to before they came around to be a place to vent. But if you do stuff like that and throw it back in somebody's face, you just pushing me back to I can't do that because I'm tense. Now if I feel like I tell you this, I gotta watch myself because then you gonna throw it back in my face. And it shouldn't be like that. As much as women want us to be their piece, the same way for us. Just because we, masculine and supposed to be hard body, we deserve some of the emotions on occasion. I ain't gonna say we ain't trying to be sassy or any of them girl words. But I feel like at the end of the day,
love call a nigga sassy.
At the end of the day, I feel like we are due to be able to, be sad a little bit or to speak on something that's really fucking with us at the end of the day and be comfortable doing it. I shouldn't be like, let me add some stronger words. No, I should be able to be raw and 100% like, hey, look, this is bothering me. And it might, even if you tear up, ain't nothing. Man, because the more you hold it in, it's going to affect your communication with other people. Now, if you would have let it out, communication might be easy. But the more you hold it in, it could be the smallest incident and you just holding it, and then eventually it's just gonna erupt. Everything comes out once. That's the worst type of frustration where you just like that tipping point. You hurt everybody at that point because you ain't got no outlet, and it's kind of hard. That's why I think it's beneficial to have somebody that's unbiased.
Facts.
I think that's very beneficial.
Yeah, because I understand.
Because
I understand both sides. And shit.
You got if somebody don't know your situation, they not gonna have perception of what happened in the past to try to judge a little bit. They are new. They gonna hear it, and I was big on not going to therapy. Have I been to therapy? Absolutely not. But I was real big like, how can they tell me something? Why we can't just discuss it? But I think it's very beneficial to have somebody that don't know shit about what y'all got going on.
You got that third party.
Okay,
you right here, but you wrong there. You right here, but you wrong there.
Because
I rock with that.
The perceived notion when you talking to, let's say it's my mother and me and my son having a discussion, and my mother say, "Oh, you know what, Dallas was right." I could be 100% right, but she gonna be like, "You just on his side,"
because that's your son. I can understand that.
See,
too.
yeah.
Well, yeah, she supposed to ride for you, but it's kind of messing up your relationship with your BM.
Right.
So,
they're not gonna hear that. They're not gonna hear what she's saying. They just gonna hear in their mind. They already expecting she's gonna be on your side. Why we even got her?
Why are we even talking to her?
Yeah.
I feel that, So do you think most relationships fail because lack of communication or lack of understanding?
I think it's really lack of communication. At the end of the day, I'm gonna say on both sides. So as a man, I feel like we have a bad problem of being upfront with what we expecting with the women. We should just be upfront. Sometimes it's this where we just playing it by ear. Like, yeah, we talking, but we not together. Women are big on direction.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to be with her, bro, just let it go. It's a million other women out there. I'm telling you. Just cause she fun, it ain't stopped there. You just need to, you need to just go around, just go out of the country a little bit, out the city. You'll figure it out. But this almost, I think we have a bad problem of controlling. It's a control factor. Like you see it all the time. I don't want to be with her, but I don't want her to be with nobody else.
Man, yeah, he right. He on the money today.
Man,
yeah,
that shit corny.
It is corny. Like you holding this person back because you don't want to see them happy with somebody else. But yeah, you not gonna do right
at all.
You don't really want them to be with you under you, but you don't really care about them like
at all.
But you know how that's how I feel like you with somebody that's good. Like I saw it on some podcast, but they was basically saying a man will not break up with a good woman or leave a good woman. He might cheat, do some dumb stuff, but when she about to leave, he beg and plead.
Going right back home.
But if he leave you, that means you ain't know nothing.
Something to do.
Yeah, something to do.
I hate to be disrespectful, but sometimes
it's real, bro.
Sometimes I think women, absolutely, what you bring to the table, you are a wife. That's fine to have that idea in your mind, but really, it's really based on what that person think. And unfortunately, you can have all these qualities and be a wife, but there's going to be people that think you just are something to do. They don't see what you see. And it's not, once you start feeling that you got to try to change their idea, they're not for you. Because somebody that's for you going to see what you see. We going to be both in unison. But if you trying to, I do this though, you trying to give me a bargain, you trying to just persuade me, come on, man. It's like, what? No, I don't see it respectfully, sweetheart. I don't see it. But the women's side, and you're gonna be like, this is true. I feel like women sometimes think that we should get cues without telling us cues.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's fun if you didn't tell me I don't like this, I don't want this to happen. These are the things I like. I'm gonna pay attention. Now I have an understanding. But if you just assuming that I'm supposed to just understand what you got going on without telling me, and they do it a lot of times. Like I feel like certain things that we are supposed to do as men, which is like chivalry stuff, walking on the outside of the street, open the door for them, pulling their chair out, making sure walking them to the door. I understand that, but it's like certain things I just can't agree with what women do. I understand y'all are raised to be princesses and queens. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that's amazing that y'all have males in y'all life that showing y'all how to be treated. But sometimes you have to communicate as anything. It's just like a job. You telling them what you want, what your expectations could be, or what pay you want. You boisterous about that. Same thing about your relationship. This is about to be somebody who you gonna build and be with the rest of your life expected. So you should tell me like, hey, look, I like this and this and that. I don't like this, this and that. And then if I continue to do something or continue to do it or don't catch the cue, that's on me. But don't not tell me and then expect me and then get mad. You never gave me the study guide to pass the test. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it ain't never no study guide. You got to figure it out. I feel
Man, like I think it's just communication is the hardest thing to understand because the main thing that on both sides is one or both are stubborn. Nobody want to bend. Nobody want to be this main concept, which I had to learn at 29, be the bigger person.
Yeah.
Certain things I would say on my end that with the mother of my son, I could do it absolutely better, which was just being the bigger person or this perceived notion of the woman is always right. I hated hearing that shit. Yeah. I hated hearing that.
The happy wife, happy life, women are always right.
Hated hearing that.
Just let her win the argument. Because sometimes, at times, I say the little stuff. If it's just like little petty things.
Right.
Like be the bigger person. Just, okay, she mad about this. Okay, let me just fix it real quick. Even though she doing too much, but it's not that serious.
Right.
But also, I don't want to get disrespected on something that's, just extra. So you know what I'm talking about. You've probably been through it. Where you're like, dang, I'm cool with being a big person. I'm cool with chilling, but you disrespected me now.
Right.
And then you have to, as a man, put your foot down and let them know, okay, I'm still a man at the end of the day.
Because I feel like if you don't, and it's just in general, with anybody, if you don't go ahead and set the tone, like, hey, listen, I don't fuck with that, they going to keep doing it. And I understand it's a thin line, being the bigger person and not saying nothing and letting it happen to where they think that you soft or that you going for that and they could talk to you any type of crazy. I think with women, and women probably would say they like this. I think they purposely test us to see if we gonna step up and be a man like they like to say.
I think, and then we test them too, high key. And we do. We got to make sure you the one or fit the boxes of the one.
Yeah, like I think they purposely do that because if we don't, you're not the man for me. You just let me talk crazy.
Everybody test everybody, man. I ain't against it. You just got to see who for you.
Right.
So I do want to spin back to something you said earlier about basically the chivalry thing. Like you stand on the side where the car is coming. You flowers, doors. So I got some female friends that also they deal with dudes and they be like, he not doing this, he not doing that. He never buy me no flowers. And the first thing I say is, well, if he wanted to, he would. How do you feel about that? Because I'll be just trying to tell him like he can do that. He can buy you flowers. He can buy you gifts. He can pay for every date. He'll do that. Just not for you because he don't see you that way. He don't see you that way. And then you was like, basically, you know what I'm trying to say. He don't see you like that.
Something to do.
Yeah, something to do. That's what I was trying to get to. You either something to do or something he want to be with. The same way a woman can look at you and be like, the first 5 seconds, okay, yeah, I'm messing with this dude. It might take us a little longer, but after that first communication we have, oh yeah, you something to do. Or even looking at a picture of you, oh yeah, she easy. I just gotta lie my way into the coochie. That's how I think about it.
Hey, listen, man. Sometimes you just work your way. You ain't really gotta do too much. If you stand around the pool enough, you eventually fall in.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying. But man, you said the
That's
key.
funny. That's
You
funny.
gonna fall in at one point.
That's
Cause they
funny.
gonna be like, what the fuck is this?
They
You
say,
go,
"Oh, locked
you
up."
might put your little toe in there, your feet test the water. I mean, you gonna slip in at one point. You be around enough. But I think you said the main key. If we wanted to, we will. And I want to say this. I appreciate all these independent women out here. I really do. I think y'all solid. I think I should be treated in the manner beyond what you expect from us. I think we could do a lot better. But y'all have to stop looking at words and look at consistency of actions. I could tell you I love you to the moon and write you a poem and do all of that. But if my actions don't match, I'm just stringing you along because I know you're going to come back to me. And yes, it's a manipulation, but sometimes y'all don't stand on business about it. And I got some friends of girls that's like that, and it just be like, they'll say some crazy shit. It'll be like, yeah, I do all of this, I cook and clean, and he come over here, and I take care of him, but he don't help me with the bills. And like, what are we talking about at this point?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do nothing neither. I feel like at the end of the day, when it comes to courting a woman, I feel like it's certain things I should have to work for. I should have to work for your attention. I should have to work for your time. I should have to work for your number. I should have to work to even get access to you, just even a portion of your day. If you are giving me everything without work, why would I work harder? I mean,
I can agree and I can disagree. I'm 50-50 on that. I will say, because if you got to work, sometimes if you got to work for it, you get disinterested. You got to think about that too.
Yeah.
But sometimes if you give it out too easy, you get disinterested. Sometimes I'm 50-50 with it. I would say reciprocation. If I'm putting all this time and energy, money, effort into you, and you're not giving it back, then I know.
yeah.
But if he's taking me out, let me make him something to eat whenever he come by.
Right.
All right, but he then bought me a gift. Let me get him some shit because I'm at the store.
Right.
But like shit, like you said. But if I hit you up and you ready to see me tonight and we won't even know each other, yeah,
That's a red flag.
I'm like, all right, well, shit, I know what type of girl you are. Because the way I look at it, nigga, I'm not Chris Brown. That's how I look at it. I'm keeping 1,000. I ain't Chris Brown. Why are you giving it to me so fast? And so immediately as a man, you think, if you doing it for me, you doing it for
And for everybody else, right?
And it could be a situation where they just attracted to you. I can understand that too. I against that. I can see that where like, all right, I just like him. But at the same time, I'm not thinking that. I'm like, dang, it was easy. Damn, how many people was you easy with? Why would I take you serious?
Why is the key. That's the question you should. That's what I'll be thinking. I feel like if in the first time of talking to you, if I could already get you, keep in mind, I want to say I'm 29 years old. So the lowest I talk to is 25. So that age, 25 and up, all that other stuff like we used to do in high school, and you got a little ass booty your way into some cat. That shit shouldn't be working no more. I feel like it should be really conversation.
Yeah.
So if I'm talking to you and we communicating the first time we talking, I could get a nude out of you, us talking about sex off rip. Why in the hell else would I continue talking about shit else? You didn't got me to the door. I didn't even have to look at the steps.
Yeah.
You didn't got me there. So it's like, I feel like high quality women, you have to work for it. Now, not too long though.
We're gonna get to that. Yeah, keep going.
Not too long though. I get what you're saying. I should, if I'm, how me think of the best image to say for this, just to get it instead of words, I'll put it in basketball terms. If I'm doing what I have to do, I'm a rookie and I'm getting points, I'm scoring career highs, this and that. Eventually, I should be a starter. That shows that the work that you see I'm doing, reciprocation, the coach is like, all right, you earned this.
Yeah,
it goes vice versa with girls. I think it's on both ends, both genders. If you seeing this person put in max effort, consistency is key, and you seeing me show up, you seeing me plan the dates where you ain't got to think. I'm telling you, everything I told you in words is you can see in actions. You should, even though if you've been through a lot and you got that wall and you kind of like a little nervous about letting it happen, give me some sign that you fucking with it. I should get a sign. It ain't gotta be something blatant, but it should be like you giving me, because one thing women not gonna give out is where they stay at, they peace. So if you giving me your address, that's showing me like
Yeah.
I'm working my way, because no girl is gonna forever just flat out give you the address. And if a girl does that, the saxophones, what you hear on TikTok, that should be playing while you walking up the stairs.
So let's say, damn, like I can segue to a lot of conversation with you that ain't even on the question list. But I fuck with it. But now, let's say, I feel like you a gentleman. You hit her up, hey, can I pick you up? Is that okay then? For the address thing?
Yeah, it should be. I didn't experience taking a girl on a date, and she said she just wanted to meet me there because she didn't want to know where I stayed, where she stayed at.
So I'm cool. I like that too. I'm cool with that. Like I like to pick a woman up, but at the same time, if you meet me there, okay, I get it. You kind of cautious because we don't know each other.
Right.
But I don't take offense to it if they do that.
Oh.
And I don't mind if they be like, yeah, come through. But if they offer it, yeah, I'll leave. Come on.
Saxophones,
I ain't gotta take you on no date. Yeah, I get a little. I'm like, hold on, you set me up.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about going to women's house or them coming to your crib? Like, how do you feel about that? Like, cause the thing behind it. We not supposed to go to their spot because you never know. But it all depends on the woman though. It all depends on if you messing with your man or if it's just a girl you met.
I mean, me personally, I would say for sure they always want to come to our house first. Then eventually when then we go to their house. Like, it's kind of like you got to earn it. But me personally, I prefer their house because as women, they keep their house nice. It smell good.
I don't know.
It be tidy.
If I see that little crunchy towel in the bathroom, I'm going to get a little nervous. Well, hold on, what you got going on over
Yeah,
here?
yeah. I mean, it also depends where they stay at.
Oh, yeah, true.
I done been to a girl house before, and outside looked like a disaster, but inside looks amazing.
Like paradise.
I was kind of nervous.
I ain't mad at it. I'm just talking.
So, yeah, man. I think it should still be like on both ends, earning time. I should have to earn the right to be able to be in your life. I think it shouldn't just be given, because that's how I base quality. Like when a woman asks, "What do you mean by high quality?" Is go based off, are you independent? Are you a hustler? Are you out the way? Can I just have my way with you at the end of the day? Are you going to stand on standards? Whatever you tell me that you don't like, are you going to stand by it? Like, if I do it, are you going to step up and say, nah, nigga, I ain't fucking with that? Or you just going, I used to like ratchets just because they going to say some shit back to you. Fuck you, this and that. They going to step up. They might try to swing on you, but it ain't going to be no like.
You touch me. That's it. That's curtains.
It ain't gonna be
hit him. I'm like, you out of there. You
but it ain't gonna be no like they just go into their shell. I think like you can't. I understand like the mother of my son. Absolutely, she was something different. She's more in tune with her emotions. So I had to learn. I think it was beneficial to be with her because she taught me how to be a little bit more considerate and sensitive. Yeah. Because it'll be a small conversation. I'll say something. And I'm like, why are you doing all that? But at the end of the day, I had to learn to communicate a little bit better. Adapt. That's just how she is. I want to be with this person. Why am I too much bigger than the program to be like, all right, you know what? Let me switch something around. Because if you really love somebody, you're not going to change 100% of you. I ain't saying do that. You should still be identified by you. If you changing yourself to being that person, like, you not fit in the puzzle. You just need to get on. But if it's small things that you need to adapt that they don't like, that's really not going to change you as a person you identify as, your DNA, bro, what's so much wrong with that? And that's on both ends. Like, what's the problem? Yeah. If you truly love somebody, you're not going to keep saying it. You're going to show actions to where we can figure this love puzzle out. Because that's really what it is at the end of the day. You got this puzzle piece and you got this puzzle piece, and you trying to flip it around to where it finally connects. And then we good. But that also comes on both ends, adapting, or, where he might not like this, or she don't like this shit. Let me approach her a little bit different. Yeah. And that's why shit breaks down, because nobody wants to adapt. Somebody feel like they bigger than the other person, and it's just like, why should I do that? You don't do this. Yeah. And women, y'all bring up what we do in the past when we having an in-the-moment type of situation. Stay on topic. Don't tell me what I did.
I hate that.
Come on, man.
Like, but back in 5th grade, you like, huh? That's funny. That's hella funny. So how is the co-parenting aspect of your relationship with the mother of your child.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how important is the communication? Well,
I think it matters a lot because at the end of the day, like I said, I had to work on my communication. She already was a parent, so I was kind of leaning on her a lot to show me the certain foundation values to be able to be a parent. You know, at the end of the day, everybody learns how to be a parent at their own pace. I think it's very beneficial to have good communication at the end of the day. It's still kind of early for me, 3-year-old. You still figuring stuff out, so it's still kind of early. I think you need to have that because if you don't, that leads to frustration. That leads to which it shouldn't lead to you involving the kid. And at the end of the day, a problem between y'all two should just stay there. It shouldn't be where it's like, oh, you ain't communicating. Oh, I ain't gonna come watch the child, or I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna stop you from doing that. It should be able to be, talked out, be moved on. Because at the end of the day, when you really think about it, communication, getting it better with somebody, eventually people get it together and they be like, damn, it was just this simple.
Yeah.
It's really just pride, bro. Like, somebody just don't want to bend. Somebody don't want to say, you was right. It's okay, though. Take accountability. I ain't saying who don't take accountability, but it's a word that I think a lot of, some people don't follow by. And it's not hard to say that you wrong. I have no problem saying I'm wrong. It don't hurt me to say I'm wrong. Who cares if I'm wrong?
I feel like the sooner, the better you figure out y'all dynamic. It's for the betterment of the child at the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
Because y'all can beef forever. But when it comes to that little boy, little girl, whatever kids y'all got together, y'all should just be like, you know what, we on the same page here. We might not get along, us two, but when it comes to them little people, like whoever, y'all got to lock in, basically what I'm trying to say.
Man, I'm going to say this, though, because I forgot to say on this point. This is going to go into parenting, but this is relationships. Because now it's not like in high school where it's like, the kid and having a family. It's just like, I guess you could say puppy love necessarily. Yeah. When you get grown, that becomes a real thing of having a family. And the two things that you don't really know until it happens is you really don't know this person till you move in with them.
Facts. I'm sorry. I brought that to the core.
Facts. And you don't know them till you have a child. Because at the end of the day, you could be a great mate, but you could be a horrible parent. Or it could be vice versa. You could be a great parent, but a horrible mate. And I think we need to stop looking at the relationship that you have like, oh, this person's going to be a great parent. You don't know that. It's different dynamics. And you don't know that if you ain't never been together. To all the people that have a relationship right now that is all going good, if y'all don't stay together, y'all kind of in the honeymoon stage. Stay together. When you finally stay together, you seeing that person at their most purest form. Bad day, good day. That's going to know if you could do it. If you could really be together. Where you seeing this person, y'all having a problem. Y'all can't just go to separate households. Y'all in there.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like it kind of everything coincides if you could communicate. And it also goes with your village.
Facts.
If she have a problem with your mom or this and that, it's something that you have to like nip in the bud before the child. Not telling my business too much, but my mother and my son kind of had a little riff. Little small stuff, nothing major. But when the child came where they at now, it's amazing. Communication flows, they good place. But once you, like you said, have a neutral party, which is the kid, all that other shit'll go out the window.
Yeah.
We got to move on. We got to be bigger people because we have a goal in mind. It's raising this person to be an upstanding citizen. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I really, parenting is parenting, man.
Don't hold that baby hostage. Don't be like, oh, you can't see him because you want that man. Okay, boom. I want you to answer this 1,000% honestly. Mm-hmm. You ready? Because I be trying to tell motherfuckers. All right. My mama taught me this. She told me this. Do you think a woman having your child is going to keep you?
Nah.
Because I be trying to tell women, like, if you can have that man, baby, but it does not make him want to be with you.
Nah, it's not.
I ain't saying your personal situation, because y'all probably was good and shit happened. And who knows, y'all might spin back.
Right.
But like for most men, or most women we're trying to talk to, I'm like, we get into it now. And I'm pregnant. Like I said, look, if you can have that baby all you want to, but he probably just don't want you, and he's gonna make it hard for you.
Probably don't want you more.
Yeah, on top of that, and then you can have the baby. He'll be there for the baby, but that don't mean he's gonna want
there
you.
for you.
Yeah.
I'll say to expand on your point. If y'all already rocky beforehand, having a child is not going to be the Band-Aid or anything that's going to make it better.
Preach.
Like I had said earlier in the show, when women get pregnant, it should be a joyous occasion. And it can still be like that if y'all not together, because we have a main thing, a neutral party. But if this person, and this goes back to if he wanted to, he would. If you see me, when you not pregnant, I'm talking crazy to you. I'm not showering you with value, with words of affirmation, not telling you I love you, not showing no effort. When you get pregnant, I'm not going to be there. I'm going to be there when I need to be there. It's kind of like with football, when they got OTAs and mandatory practice. Optional, mandatory. This is two big words. Yeah. So don't put yourself in a bind to not be able to experience a pregnancy how it should be. I see all the time, like when women be having a baby showers and they by themselves. Not talking about circumstances where the dude can't be there, like he has something else, but the circumstances where the dude just don't want to do anything with you, don't want to do that. I think that kind of shit is fucked up, because it should be where we enjoying each other. This is a joyous occasion, bringing somebody in the world. Y'all putting y'all life on the line. I give y'all utmost of credit. Thank God every day ain't no girl. I couldn't do it.
I be doing that. I'm like, I'm
glad I ain't no girl.
I go through a lot.
Y'all put y'all body and mental on the line, and y'all should be appreciated to the utmost of the T. Not the ones that be trapping, but the ones that be literally. You should be appreciated. I think that's where we kind of fall short, especially for black women. I think we need to start valuing them a little bit more, because
I value myself.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because you never really know, like, small compliments here and there, or saying you doing good, just checking in. That goes a long way. So if you add a pregnancy, everything's in balance. So just to fully be there and show them that, you know what, you bringing somebody in this world, this is an amazing occasion. It should be like that, bro. At the end of the day, I mean, women do a lot, but when it comes to putting their life on the line for pregnancy, like I said, with my situation, she didn't have to work a whole third trimester, because I saw a woman pregnant working, and I said, that's not going to be her.
Yeah, amen.
At the end of the day, you should be off your feet. If you can do that, I don't want it, because, women sometimes, they hear a man saying this, they going to send it like, see, if you can do this where she could be off for a certain trimester, bro, just take the sacrifice.
But like I said, if he wanted to, he would.
You know what I mean?
If people like, man, she got it. Some people, some niggas ain't shit, bro.
I hate to say that, but some of us ain't shit.
Some niggas don't have any type of empathy. They don't understand. They think, oh well, shit. She's superwoman. There's niggas out here riding that girl Nissan Altima right now and dropping off her work and not having a job.
Chilling.
They just chilling, bro. So I get and sometimes I blame the woman for that. You fucking with this not shit nigga, having this nigga kid. You think he finna change?
See, that'd be the thing. It kind of like you just don't know.
Yeah.
But what be to our eyes is us not doing nothing. That's what you see.
Yeah.
You really don't see the women thinking getting pregnant gonna change this. You don't see that too much. It really be us sitting at the house, like you said, driving their car, picking up other people in their car, and then making it worse, picking her up late in her car.
Yeah, exactly. That's not the expectation I have for myself. I just never thought I'd live a life like that, because I don't want to live off my girl
at all.
I'd rather her live off. I ain't say live off me, but work with me.
Right.
I'll take care of the stuff, and you just you relax, and whatever you want to go do it.
Yeah.
If I need your car because my shit fucked up, cool. But I ain't pick you up late. I'll make sure you get back. That's a partnership right there.
But that's if you really truly care. You could. But see, to go back to the main point, that's why I was saying I hope whatever women that watch this and they want to utilize what we saying to see in their situation, take a step back. If we wanted to, we will.
Yeah.
It goes back to the same topic. If we really wanted to, we will. Just look at consistency of actions. If you just getting more words than actions, I mean, I'm not breaking God code. I'll just leave that up to you for discretionary measures.
Do you think women are looking for partners, providers, or perfection nowadays?
I'll say the fourth option, tricks. That's the fourth option. let's go with the fourth option.
Let's say that. I don't think a good, like, you can look at a woman and know I gotta act accordingly, and you can look at a woman and be like, easy. You can also look at a woman and like, oh, she might be a little expensive. But yeah, you I ain't gonna say all women, but certain ones are looking for certain things. But I think overall, women are looking for providers.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't saying like necessarily they want to be kept women.
Okay.
But the way like I said, my last podcast with Rashad, he said he basically was just like, as a man, if you don't want to provide for a woman, don't be with a woman.
Absolutely.
So I think all women are looking for providers. Perfection, you could say they are. They kind of follow social media. They kind of follow their favorite celebrity. A woman quick to post somebody else's relationship goals. And that's what they want. Women see shit visually. They see a movie, and they want that. Mm-hmm. So in my opinion, I know it's providers and perfection.
Okay.
But
okay,
ain't no such thing as a perfect relationship. And that's a mature woman that understands we're going to have troubles. We're going to have trials and tribulations.
That's the I talk about that. That's the key. I think a lot of times social media can be kind of a negator. It negates what you really see in reality. Reality is of a relationship. The foundation of the relationship is maybe arguments. And I want to say this: an argument and a discussion is two different things.
I agree with that.
So if we have a small issue that we talking about in a mild manner, not yelling, we're not arguing. If I say something that you necessarily don't like, that's not arguing. I'm just expressing myself. When we get to the point where we arguing, we shouting, and nobody can get a word out, that's an argument. When we get to a point where we can't come to understand or even agree to disagree, that's an argument. Sometimes I think this notion of, oh, you like to argue with women. I done been told this. Listen, I don't like the sassy word. I have been called the sassy word, and I was speaking my mind in a male manner tone. And I have very disdain for the sassy. I don't even know what it means.
I think they use the word sassy is when you coming at them with the truth, or I would say some of them are using it wrong. I can see if a dude over here doing too much, like right. he's using more emotion rather than logic.
Right.
If he's like more talking at you instead of to you,
that's sassy.
That's sassy.
Okay.
But if he's like, look, this is what it is. This is how it's gonna be. This is what's going on. I'm trying to communicate to you what's going on, rather than I would say complaining and bitching. That's a little sassy.
That is sassy.
That's what I think. But some women just be like, oh, if he's saying something I don't like, oh, you sassy.
You
right. Defending yourself. That's sassy.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I be feeling like it's kind of like and I feel this is a woman-friendly podcast. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, I love women. I'm sorry.
Absolutely. I love all of y'all. We need to do better. We black men don't cheat though. I gotta go to agree with that. So, but I feel like sometimes when we write, women throw them words out there to just knock it off. Yeah. We write. They just throw things out there to throw us off. Like, man, what the fuck you talking about? Get us mad so the conversation won't be deemed as you wrong. So I'm gonna be very honest. Since probably like 2 years ago, I ain't never heard sassy. So I feel like it's a woman-made word. Absolutely.
It's new. It's new. It's new.
Yeah, women are so clever. I mean, I was told, I ain't gonna about the mother of my son. Shout out to her. Beautiful lady. Beautiful lady. You dad. I appreciate you. I was told, we got a little disagreement, a little heated conversation, and I was like, man, why you yelling? I was told, I'm not yelling. I'm just talking loud. Telling you, women are clever, because they had me thinking for me. I'm like, talking loud. I'm like, hold on, that's the same motherfucking thing. What the fuck? Wait.
When I'm talking loud, I'm sassy.
You know what I'm saying? But I do understand, like you said, I'll say this, if a woman is wilding out a little bit, bro, just walk away. Now it be times that we want to just Joan on them, talk back.
Yeah,
bro. It do kind of look like a little feminine if you going back and forth with a woman. Now you can say a couple things, but if it's still y'all just walk away, man. Conversation.
I'm big on one good bar and leave.
We out. Yeah.
I gotta say, I'm gone. After that.
Man. If you just sitting there and we just because it gets to a point where now it's like you gonna start talking about she broke. If you say a woman is broke, and that's bro, you kind of being sassy, bro. I'm just saying, we talk about the wrong things.
I only call a woman broke if she try to call. I'm like, the fuck, I'm taking care of you.
Right. That's cool.
Where your money at? Hold on.
Right. If it was thrown out first, absolutely. But to go off rip and be like, man, look at your car, look at your weave.
Yeah.
Bro, you sassy.
You going, tip and tat.
You a little sassy. But to talk about, like you said, I think they do expect us to be providers because that's how they was raised up to be. That's what they see. You ain't gonna go as far as what you see. So the women, we should provide for them. Absolutely. I think that's what you should do as a man. If you look at any animal species, the male leads the pack. I know no animal species where the female is the leader. It's always, besides ants, I guess. Some stupid shit.
I like some bees.
Some stupid shit. But like lions and shit, you see the man leading the pack. And I think we should provide. I understand if you in a situation where your woman is the breadwinner. There's nothing wrong with that. I feel like a lot of times what we be laughing at with other people's situation be the stupidest shit. How are you making fun of somebody who woman is the breadwinner? I'm fine with a woman being a breadwinner. I can just sit back and cook. Hell yeah, she make the money.
I ain't gonna lie. With that one,
what?
With that one, that's a little shade.
Yeah.
I would say it's cool if you make your money. You did your thing. You lived your life. You did your studies. You did what you need to do to make your money.
Right.
Just don't down me about my
absolutely
money if you got more than me.
That's the key. You right.
That's what I don't want to hear. Like you got hella emotion. I'm here and you like nigga you.
It should be uplifting to get. Yeah, there. Absolutely.
Like, if my girl make more than me, I'm like, how can I get to that level? What did you do to get that?
Right.
So it could be two of us at that level.
Because it make it easier. I do understand that point. I feel like, and this is just me, it's cool having your woman be your breadwinner, but I feel like at one point you should exceed her or you should be
matched.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you shouldn't be where your woman is leading the house. Because in other words, I think you said it, and sometimes it be unknowingly, when you like the leader of the house, you kind of like a motherfucker say something. What the fuck?
Yeah,
I make the money in this.
That's the thing. Yeah, you can't drop your nuts.
Right.
Like, I pay the bill.
Take the trash out. She got you washing the dishes and shit.
Exactly.
Folding up clothes. You doing chores. So it comes with the territory sometimes. So that's it really do.
That's hilarious.
You should try to get there, bro, because it might start being unknowingly she start doing that like, nigga, I pay her. I make the most money. What you do?
Yeah.
Now you got problems.
Yeah.
So I think we should, as men, be providers. You're supposed to provide. We're supposed to make sure a woman is good. But ain't no such thing as perfectionist neither. No such thing.
Yeah.
I hate, like you said, when we try to gauge or manipulate our relationship to be the image of what we see on TikTok. What's his name? Keith Lee? That was his name. What's his name? What's the dude name that went around eating all the food and he used to zoom in the camera when he'll do this and shit.
Yeah.
Man, you should have heard how many times I heard that. I want my relationship to be like that. But you don't know what he's going on behind closed doors. You don't know what it took to get there.
Yeah.
We just seeing all the good shit.
Yeah, boy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool.
7 out of 10.
But, right. But what you don't understand is when they was in the hole before he was who he is, they probably it comes with the territory and the struggle. You gonna get frustrated. We struggling. But it's all good now because they got through it together. We know we could get through a struggle together. We good. We solid. Yeah. So that's why y'all seeing her smile and stuff.
I'm gonna get into that too. Remember when J. Cole rapped that Jada and that Will love? Don't nobody want that.
Nobody want that.
All right, so you was talking about independent women. You was talking about women having more money, finances.
Right.
Let's flip it to the other side.
Okay.
How do you feel about the term "I'm just a girl"? How you feel about that? When stuff get hard, they mess up. Like, well, I'm just a girl. How do you feel about women that say that? Because I got something to say. It don't bother me, but I'm like, damn, shorty.
Oh, so I'm gonna start. My Instagram is Mud Slumpy. Just in case you want to yell at me, it's all cool. Yeah. Just in case y'all want to yell at me and say, "Oh, this and that." That's cool. I pay rent on time. I'm an active father. I have a job. I just want to throw that out there.
Wait. I'm just a boy.
Yeah, yeah, don't let us say that. Wait. They gonna be throwing a little emoji with the nail up. Don't do that.
That should be funny.
I think it's just another clever way of women to try to downplay some shit that they should be doing.
Yeah.
Like, majority of the time I hear I'm just a girl, it'd be in the situations of the infamous putting gas in the car. I really don't understand that shit. Now, if you have a man in the car with you, absolutely we should be pumping the gas.
Oh.
I have no problem with that. But if you are leaving wherever you going from point A to point B, and you mean to tell me how many miles you going past 3 or 4 gas stations, and you know your car is getting down to that E, and you just still proceeding because you know your car, or I'm just a girl, man, you need to get off of that. You need to go ahead and pump that gas. It's not making you no man. You're not gonna grow a mustache, putting your head on the gas. It's not no man restrictions on it. But I think it's just a clever way for them to get away with certain shit. Like, this the thing. I feel like women, I don't know. I want to blame Eve because I feel like she gave Adam hell.
Oh, I just meant the rapper Eve.
Nah, I wanna go back to biblical times. I feel like Adam was the first nigga to be blamed for what Eve did. She ate the apple and then proceeded to give him.
Saying, I know Eve ate that because y'all got periods, y'all got childbirth pain.
Listen, look. You want to know something that's even crazy? I'm not a theorist or a theory person, but this is the thing. This is why it kind of shapes up to how women kind of move with their expectations, what they want. She allowed, and make sure I'm right with all the biblical people. People don't play about this stuff. So make sure I'm following with it. So it was
Mud Slumpy on IG, right?
Yeah, man. Listen,
I'm just the host.
I'm a Baptist. I've been baptized. I'm just saying. She allowed a walking snake to persuade her to do the apple. This is facts. This why it coincides with what's going on nowadays. Women are attracted to motherfuckers that they're not supposed to be attracted to, and they see the image that they know is gonna be bad. The walking snake. Imagine a snake walking. That shit is bad.
I think that's a lizard, ain't it? So I'm thinking if I see a walking snake, it's a lizard.
Right. Imagine that. And you gonna listen to it. It coincides with what's going on nowadays. Women love niggas that's not good for them.
I think they enjoy the fun. I ain't gonna lie. I could be in a good relationship. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm gonna throw in a little drama and a little toxic because I know that's what they like. And it ain't gonna be like no toxic to where we fight.
Okay.
But I'll probably just stir up something randomly. I'm like, all right, because they watch baddies, they watch Love and Hip Hop, they watching
most toxic shows,
and they think, oh,
right.
If they can, and they put a little drama in a relationship, okay, let's see if we can get through it. It's exciting to me. But for me, like I'm drama free. I don't care, but I'll do a little. Let's argue a little bit. Like, okay, and I'm over the back of my head. Like, I don't really care that much.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm way more better than what I was.
Oh, you was wilding, huh?
I'm gonna say I was probably a lot toxic because I feel like an argument was about to happen. We arguing. I feel like that I might be end up swimming after this argument.
Oh, yeah, they love that.
We gonna fight.
I ain't into all that.
I mean, I when you say we gonna fight, I'm thinking. Water fight, splash. I ain't thinking the knuckles.
Like it hit the chin.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So I think you 1,000% right. It is. I think they do like the toxic stuff, but because they don't like a soft man. That's why I hate when they be saying.
Yeah.
If they had a soft man, they don't want nobody they can walk over.
Oh yeah, no woman want that.
So you gotta have a little like, hey, stop playing.
You can be
you
laid
wilding.
Chill, quiet, but
you gotta set the tone.
Shit pop off, you gotta stand up, buddy.
Yeah, because if you don't, bro, she gonna play with you. They do that all the time. That's why I said a lot of stuff be a test. They'll do some stupid shit to test to see how you gonna react.
Yeah. If
you don't react, they're gonna continue to do it because they're like, oh, this nigga ain't gonna do nothing. Now you finally step like, hey, man, cut that shit out. They be getting turned on by that. I don't understand that. Like you just be firm and aggressive. They be like, oh, okay, my man. So
and then back to that, I'm just a girl thing. I'm gonna just explain to women why we don't like. Well, men who know their worth don't like that. Cause it's in my mind, we want a woman. We don't want a girl,
little girl.
Yeah,
right.
I feel like if I'm just a girl, I mean you're not trying to problem solve. It means Like you just well, if I messed up, oh well,
Give me a
I'm just a
pass.
girl. You know, and I feel like look, if I messed up, oh, I'm just a boy. You be like, what the hell? Nail emojis.
Sassy.
As a man, you want to figure things out, and then as a grown woman, you're gonna have to figure things out.
Right.
As an independent woman, you're gonna have to figure things out. Even as a dependent woman, you got to figure things out for your relationship. How we gonna make this work out? You can't just be crying, complaining, bitching, moaning, and just I'm just a girl. That's how I view it personally. I'm not sure. Most men probably agree with me, but
Facts.
that's why we don't. That I'm just a girl. Like, all right, it's kind of a turn off because like you're not trying to be mature. I get it's a joke, but at times y'all take them jokes serious.
Yeah, you trying to shape your life to be that. I feel like it's like a pass or an excuse to fuck up. And sometimes, like when you mess up, you just gotta get back up. It shouldn't be where you fall down. Oh, I'm just a girl. Like, come on, it's like it's giving you a pass. But and like you said, at the end of the day, it could be joking. It's probably like, why are they talking about that? They got anything done about it. That's cool. Yeah. We see it all the time, so it's like it's not something we can't talk about. Yeah. But I think it's just another clever way. Women are clever. Somebody need to trademark it. I don't know somebody that trademarked it, but y'all are clever because I would have never thought those selection of words would even be used. So, yeah, man.
Do you think a traditional man today can survive in the current dating scene? Like the stuff you see online, how people move? Because, like, in my head, the dating scene now is fast food dating. What I mean is you meet a girl. I give it 3 months. You meet a girl. Y'all communicating, have a great time, everything fun. Hell, if it's real good, you fuck around, go on a trip with her. You start, hitting her raw. You might or might not get her pregnant by accident and get that, delete. Yeah. You have I feel like you have a whole 2-year relationship in 90 days. Do you think a traditional man, or better yet, a man from, I guess, back 70s, 80s, 90s, you think they'll survive through that? You think they'll adapt well, or you think it'll be a little bit more stressful?
It'd be probably a little bit more stressful. You got to think about, like, back in the day, a lot of expectation of relationship-wise was a little bit different, the ideas. Majority of traditional men wanted a woman really not to work, to be honest. They really frown upon independent women. So now we at a space which I think is amazing, that there's a lot of independent women. They can hold their own. They could, make as much as men too. So it's kind of like
I support it.
Yeah, it's kind of like an equal. They work their way to get there. So I think it would be a little bit different now, where they won't have to adapt. Is women love people that spend money on them. So traditional men gonna spend money. Oh man.
Yeah.
So they'll adapt. They'll be a trick though. They'll be tricking a lot. But
is it tricking if y'all like each other?
No.
Okay, because I got a homeboy. He be like, every time I like kicking with a girl, spend money on her, are you tricking? I was like, how's it tricking? Because I like her, she like me. I think it's tricking if you buying validation. You buying a person's love or whatever. Yeah, I think it's courting if y'all like each other.
That's a good. See, you know what? I'm gonna expound upon that. The difference between courting and tricking is a big difference. It's two different things.
Okay, what about courting, simping, and tricking?
Okay.
Yeah, try to break those 3 down because niggas need to hear this because sometimes y'all be simping, sometimes y'all be tricking.
Simping, I would say, would be probably in the form of more of like sensual things, like buying flowers, chocolates, some stuff like that, where that it would be like, oh, and they work your way back. I don't think it would be like no food. They gonna eat the food based on, man, fuck you. Why they eating? Now, courting, at the end of the day, I'm gonna say this: I was horrible. I didn't get this idea because I want to shout out to my brother Dre. He helped me out. I had this bad idea that women, when we get in the booth, they should put in on $10. And I remember bro was like, hey, listen, women don't do that, bro.
What you mean, like the tip?
Like, if we get it, so let's say the booth 300.
Oh, you talking about the club booth? I don't be
like if we got a section, we got a booth, and it's 300. It's me, you, 5 other people. I'm 10. He was like, bro, listen, if you inviting girls out, nigga, that's the pay.
Hey,
listen,
yeah.
I ain't know. Because I almost fucked it up. I was about to add for the 10, but they ignored me.
I thought you were about eating. Because I understand. I think I would eat I'll pay.
Yeah.
I understand that part.
But that goes into courting somewhat because we have to. I feel like you don't have to buy. It's not saying you got to buy their attention, buy their love, but gift giving is cool because a lot of women love language is gifting, buying stuff, and that's their love language. But they just doing something to make you smile. That's why I think it's courting. When I'm doing something that's very specific to what she want, like, all right, I know she like this perfume. It could be 300, but I know you like. I know this is gonna be something you value. I think it's tricky when you do something and you ain't getting nothing back in the long haul or short
I
term.
think that's simple.
Well, the other one, the buying something that they'll value.
If you buying something you're not getting in return, but you know they're gonna like it, I think that's simple. Tricking, I think if you lead with the money, like come fuck with me, I get you this bag, get you this perfume, I get you this and that. That's what you paying for validation.
Right.
And then I think you said something earlier like buying flowers, chocolates and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's courting, but it's simping if you're doing it and she, oh, thank you, and it's not going nowhere.
Right.
That's just my opinion.
I think that's very valid. I think the tricking culture, I just don't understand why it like really became, because you see women all the time talk about they want that 90s love, but then you see it kind of be overshadowed with tricking. Like I want, if you want me, you want my attention, you got to come with some money.
I seen something. If you want to talk to me, you got to cash at me to get my number, and that shit where y'all Apple Pay me this, and I think I seen somebody like sent them some money for lunch, and she sent it back. No, I need at least this much.
Oh no.
And I'm like, what? I don't know if it's just the people just doing stuff for viral attention or if it's real, but stuff like that will affect somebody's mind, and they think, oh, I can get away with that.
Oh,
remember women used to put cash apps in? I think they banned it now, but women used to put their cash apps in their bios.
Or what they be doing now? I know you see, who gonna buy me lunch today?
Yes. That's crazy, bro.
Who gonna buy me lunch today?
And the thing is, y'all simp ass niggas will be. I got
look, cause they think that it's gonna be like, all right, she gonna fuck with me now.
Nah, she gonna look at you like this clown ass.
Yeah, let me get this.
My thing is, you paying all this money to talk to this girl, and this a nigga like me and him, hell,
right
in there.
Man, listen, I ain't gonna lie, I did trick. At one point, I did do it a little bit. I was feeling good. Had came up with some money.
It happens, but I ain't gonna.
I don't care. I had, I paid a couple of stuff. It wasn't nothing beyond the amount. This is why, in my opinion, what tricking is. If you paying $100 plus, now anything in that 2-digit, you could just want to be a nice gesture. That's what I kind of was doing. Like, if I see a woman that's really doing good by herself, or she really holding it down, she's showing up, having that effort, I think that's a nice gesture to be like, here's 20. Get yourself some lunch. That might, you don't know what they're gonna do to her at the end of the day.
I do that like the beginning.
Right.
That's the fill out stage.
Right.
So that's more of, I think, I ain't gonna say it's not simping or courting or tricking. I think it's more of
in this beginning stage.
But if she just, hey, send me 50 for something,
it shouldn't
every
be.
week and you doing it, and
that's tricking.
You ain't seen her in a month. Yeah, you.
Listen, if it's the words you had said, if it's nothing reciprocated back, if like I didn't pay about 3 times and you don't be like, you know what, out the blue, here you go, then you're not tricking. It's a mutual agreement. Yeah. But if you $100 in the hole, you can look on Cash App who you sending money to. If that should say 100 plus, bro, you need to tighten up.
Hey, start using PayPal. You can dispute that shit.
You need to tighten up, bro.
You get PayPal,
man. Because I'm telling you, I know for sure no woman gonna say no to no money.
Hell no.
Come on, man. And if you a dummy, they really ain't gonna say no.
They gonna say something, be like, no, it's okay. But you like, no, I insist, and you keep pushing it. Like, well, hell, he I didn't nobody asked me to do it.
He must got it. Yeah, he must not. I mean, I did it before where I was bothered by a girl or something, and she was like, "What it's come with?" Like, and it's not like I understand that, and I was confused. I was like, "Damn, it's supposed to be something back." I thought this is just what.
She probably in her mind thinking, "Okay, he doing this because he wants something in return."
Right, which is I understand that.
It too. Yeah.
But sometimes you got niggas that's like genuinely like, you know what? I see you. Here you go. This is genuine. I don't want nothing back for you, and that's who you should be dating. Yeah. When it's genuine, like you doing good, let me pay for this. Fuck all that. Yeah. It should be something like that. But we only gonna do that for women that we want to do it for.
So I had I be having my old pie. I be having to ask these questions because I have a female side and a male side.
Okay.
So I asked the female this question. I asked her how many dates until she pay, but she basically just like, she has to see what the man doing first, figure it out, and eventually she paid. But she never answered how many dates. I think she said like 4 or 5 maybe. I got to go back and watch the video.
Okay.
So how many dates until you feel like, okay, she should, not saying she should, like you expecting her to do it, but you want to be like, surprised she do it.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna answer first real quick. I know I asked a question. The way I look at it, I'll do probably 2-3 dates. Now I'm not thinking about her paying, but the next time we go out and she be like, you know what, I got this. Me being the person I am, I would appreciate that.
Okay.
But then I'd be like, no, it's cool. But I'm happy she offered.
Right. That's the key. Right. I'm gonna be honest.
But I don't count the dates. But when it gets to a point, I'm like,
it should be reciprocated a little bit.
And then I said,
right.
niggas feel like, damn, like, am I getting used right now?
Yeah.
Even if I hit, I'm still like, bro, am I getting, if I like you and shit, but I keep on, I'm like, damn, am I getting, you playing, you say you want to go here and I'm,
right. Like, is this mutual or you just riding the train at this point?
If I was a billionaire, niggas like that still think like that.
Oh, it's a principle.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a principle. You could be whatever. It's the principle at the end of the day.
But yeah, how many, you got a number in mind? Like, okay, if I take you on 2 days, 1 date, 5 days, 10 dates, you should at least offer.
I think I'll say I'll flip it to I got an effort. If my effort is 200% over, like I'm talking about, like I'm doing to the point where you halfway don't have to think no more. It's like everything is just, you could be in the back now. Like you ain't got to think about nothing. If you got that more free time or free space to think, that's when it starts kicking in. Like, you know what, damn, he really taking care of everything, especially if it's, y'all got kids. Yeah. Like hey, don't worry about it. I got it. And you just like, you sitting back like, you can actually, if you could do that, that's when you need to start doing that. Cause
I'm gonna do something for this.
Yeah, because I understand the dates, but I feel like everything should be valued based on effort and actions. So if I'm really going above and beyond and you see it, and to the point where it's like, you just ain't got nothing to do now. I'm taking care of everything.
I didn't mean to stop you.
Mm-hmm.
You heard the point. I appreciate you, number one, as you should. How do you feel about those two terms coming from a woman? I mean, you probably heard it before. I don't know if you heard it personally or on the internet, but I appreciate what you do for me, or you do something nice, as you should. And then what they do, this shit right here. As you should. How you feel about that?
You know what? When that phrase kind of reminds me of as being a father. You probably heard this. Women always say when we be like, man, we deserve a little bit better credit. You want credit for doing what you're supposed to do as a father. And how I feel about it.
Wow, right on the target with that one.
How I feel about it, bro, I just feel like it's kind of like a gender thing. Like
we want to be appreciated too.
Absolutely. But it's not a competition. Like we don't want to be up here. Listen, y'all can have it. Y'all do a lot more. Even though it might hurt, too many men gonna say this. Y'all do a lot more. Y'all take care of everything. Y'all have this. That's cool. But it shouldn't be where it's like a big ass gap. Because if they give us something and we like, okay, thank you. Yeah. Oh, you're not excited. You know what I'm saying?
That should be funny.
Like, imagine if we said that. Like, all right, that's cool. Thanks. Oh my God, no. God. They look at everything. Like if they plan a date, that's something that we don't really want to do, and we be in there, they whole day is ruined.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't like like, you know what I'm saying? I think it's really like I understand it's kind of a thin line to where they think it's kind of us want validation, and it's not us wanting validation. It just want us to be appreciated. Wanting validation and appreciation don't go together. It's two different things. It's okay to occasionally send us a text message or say something. Hey, I appreciate you. You know, you doing well.
As you should. You know
what I'm saying,
I think the as you should shit comes from, I would say, women. I ain't gonna say knowing their worth necessarily. I'm saying actually knowing their worth or the expectations. Okay, you as a man, you know you're supposed to open the door. You know you're supposed to, walk on it. Like you said earlier, walk on the side of the street.
Absolutely.
You know, as you should. I get that. Right. But she ain't got to see. I appreciate you doing that. Because there's a lot of niggas that don't know.
Don't do that at all.
It's a lot of niggas that don't bring flowers first day. A lot of niggas that don't bring candles. It's a lot of niggas that don't know the order for their woman.
Right.
And then sometimes you meet women where you do the bare minimum of coordinate. Like, oh, I've never had this before. And them I appreciate you ones. But the ones that's used to it, oh yeah, he's supposed to be doing it.
And it goes to how they was raised. If they
had that bag too.
Male figures that in their life that did everything for them, and this is a routine, man, they gonna be thinking that we should do that.
Yeah, and the second you don't, you cook, which I understand.
Right, because everybody has different how you was raised, but it also goes to adapting. Like maybe at the end of the day, I'm gonna go out my way for you, absolutely. But it shouldn't be where it's like you said, a key word. It should be reciprocated, where it's kind of like not this big a gap, where it's kind of like we kind of meet in the middle. Like sometimes you do this, sometimes I do that, but it's the shock factor. Like, oh, damn,
Yeah.
it shouldn't be where I'm like,
Yeah.
no, we sitting at a table, the bill come up. And I'm looking, now we looking, and I didn't pay for, I'm $1,000, $2,000 in.
Yeah.
Like, what we doing? Like,
When I heard I got this, I'm like,
right.
and then that's where you went from number 4 to then number 2. Maybe number 1.
Hey, listen.
At this point.
If any woman out there, if you want to stand out, because I don't know how different it is for us, because I know it's like a challenge with women dating. You know, us, we got to find something to stand out.
Yeah.
If you want to stand out, do some shit like that. Not, you don't got to be on the first date.
Yeah.
But just, and this in a relationship too, watch how all the teeth you going to see from us.
You gonna see, yeah.
What?
Yeah, just reciprocation. That's what I said. If I put effort in you and you put it back, we notice that.
It ain't got to be all the time.
If I'm chilling, you keep, hey, I got something nice for you. Out the blue, like, oh shit.
That's hard.
That's how you. If you really fuck with me like that, show me you fuck with me. Don't be sitting there like, oh well, playing chess with the relationship. Like,
Right,
okay, well, if
right.
he do a little bit, I'll do a little bit. Sometimes you initiate the shit. Sometimes you're like, you know what? Hey, I got something planned for us. I'm gonna come pull up on you. Not saying we want princess treatment, not because you know how motherfuckers get.
Yes.
Not saying we want to be treated like women.
go.
But we just, we know, okay, I like her a lot and she likes me just as much.
Right.
That's all I'm asking for.
Right. And it could be see, the thing is with us,
It be the smallest shit.
smallest
bro.
thing, we don't give a fuck about big
Yeah,
shit.
we don't-
It could be small.
We could have spent $1,000. You
know what I'm
come back,
saying?
Hey, I seen you been looking at this watch. Here.
Right.
Damn.
Right. I paid for your PlayStation Plus. You know what I'm saying?
Fire.
Like
Fire.
small shit like that.
Just considerate shit.
right. Like it don't have to be where it's like you think we want just as much treatment as you at all. It's not that. It's just sometimes it's all right. It's nice to be nice.
It's nice to be. That's fine.
Let's just put it right there.
That's
It's
fine.
nice to be nice, bro.
Nice to be nice.
You know. So yeah. I mean, I don't know, man.
I
Who
feel you.
knows?
Last question before we go. Back on the courting tip, right? You know, like I said, some men don't know what they doing. Some men they weren't raised in that environment to know to open the door and all types of shit.
Right.
So if they dealing with a woman, is it her job to teach this man how to be that? Or should he already kind of, I ain't gonna say come prepared, because if he's not prepared, he ain't gonna know. Should that woman who dealing with that man understand, okay, nobody taught him how to do this. I should be the one to teach him how to buy flowers, open doors. Or should she just exit stage left and find somebody that know how to do it?
I feel like it.
Think it's situational? I'm thinking kind of situational.
This is situational, but I feel like at the point where we at now, it's too much accessibility to know how to treat a woman.
I fuck with that answer for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of internet out here.
But it's on both sides, though. I don't want to just say it's for us. It's
Yeah,
both
for sure,
ways,
for
though.
sure, for sure.
But I feel like the excuses, I don't know, bro. You could just go to Google, TikTok,
Yeah.
courting chivalry. You can look it up. I kind of, it's kind of hard to say that.
Watch a movie.
Right. You know what I'm saying? 90s movie, you know, Love Jones, all that shit. But I feel like if a man don't know how to do that, because I feel like that's like the main key for us. If we don't know how to do chivalry, you might need to be concerned, because that means we ain't see it growing up, or we ain't see our mother, aunt, sister, some woman in our family be treated in that such manner. We saw it be treated in a different way, and it's gonna be reciprocated back to you.
Facts.
So I think you really need to look at that on both ends, like how growing up, because this is the crazy part. When people get in relationships, sometimes, and also being a parent, you are sometimes healing from your trauma that you grew up with in this situation.
Yeah.
Like if somebody had parents that wasn't around when they become a parent, yeah, they still learn to be a parent, but they also are healing from that trauma. Because it's like, I ain't gonna experience that. If somebody, let's say, had their mother had multiple men around, been beat on, cheated on, you healing from that trauma. And it might be good, but it might be where you healing it in a bad way, where you treating her bad, you doing the same reciprocation, because you only gonna go as far as what you see. So, like chivalry, man, it'd be amazing. You know how many women say they don't get flowers. I'll be like, that's the smallest shit you can do.
I did that to one girl, and she was just like blown away. I said, "You good?" She was like, "I've never had flowers from a man." I said, "That's the simple shit in my head."
What?
Like, who you? And then I think about it who are you dating?